Hey there.
My name's Tosky, and I thought I'd take up reviewing some of my new Lego models. The first one we have today is the new Harry Potter Room of Requirement, model number 76413. As you can see right in front is built in front of you. What do I like? What do I dislike? Do I think it's a good build? All these questions I will do my best to answer. So first of all, we'll look down at our little figures down the front. We have the Grey Lady. Very happy to see her in the bundle as she played a major part in the final film in Harry finding the Horcrux in the Room of Requirement. So always nice to see her pop up, and it's nice to have some ghosts in my collection. Then we have Hermione Granger. I think this is a new outfit for her, but I think it's a similar print to a previous one. But the hair looks different as well, but still a good figure. We got Harry here as well. Again, I think we've seen this one before. I'm not going to stake my life on it though. The next one is one I haven't seen before, which is Blaise Zabini. Which is always nice to have a new character for my collection. And finally, we have Draco on the far right. What I like about is Draco, it is a new one that I've seen, and I'll bring him a bit closer, possibly. There we go. And you can see he's actually got his suit, which he always walked around in the latest films, sort of always looking a bit suave, sophisticated, and so forth. So it's really nice to have that new look for him, and makes him look a bit more grown up and not so whingy as he was in all the films. So that's always a nice thing to see. So bring on the new look, Draco. So figure wise, quite happy with that. 5 is a good collection. Good count collection for your Harry Potter set, especially with 2 new ones for me, being Blaise and the Grey Lady. So very happy with those. So let's move these guys away, and then we have our Fire Serpent. Now the Fire Serpent I think looks quite good. It's always nice to have a Fire Serpent. I do like fire, not in a pyromaniac type way. I just think it's very relaxing and calming to sort of look at, hence my nice background. But I'll be honest, I am slightly disappointed with our Fire Serpent, because as you can see on his face, there's absolutely no markings at all for him, for his eyes or anything like that. Whereas when we had the Chamber of Secrets and we had this guy, his eye was on there on both sides, so it was nice to see his eyes. So I feel Lego may be a little bit lazy not putting the eyes on this new mould. Well, I say new mould, new colour. It's the same mould as before, but just a different colour. So yeah, a bit lazy not putting the eyes on it this time. I don't think that would have been too hard for them, but still, it's a nice way of getting fire on your snake as well. He's quite a short snake, so obviously still got a bit of growing to do. But yeah, he's quite nice, and as you can see, he's got a fire tail. Whee! Always good. Next, we've got our main part of the model, obviously, the actual Room of Requirement itself. I'm putting this back down in my camera holder so I can show some of the features off. Bring it in a bit closer. That looks really cool through the windows, doesn't it? As we know, you have to walk past here 3 times thinking why you need the Room of Requirement. So let's get Draco's help. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have slidey doors opening. Yay! Wait until my father hears about this. Right, off you go, Draco. And we've got our lovely little doors open into our Room of Requirements. So we turn round, we can see the inside, and what we're going to do, take off these roof bits, and you can take off this bit as well, and the room actually opens up more for you. See if we can get a bit of a better look for that. I am very impressed at the detail in this room. As you can see, we've got our brooms either side of the door. So when the whole room's on fire, which I would not recommend because it will melt, but when the room's on fire, you can have Harry and Hermione, in this case, fly around, rescue Draco and let Blaise melt as in the film. So we can get that, and the grey lady can look on because I'm pretty sure she isn't too worried about fire. We have these little play bits we can take off. We have a knight's helmet and little bodies to put on, and a candlestick holder with candle which is not lit. We have this pile of boxes with this little chap. I believe, is he a Grindylow or something? But he's on top. He's a really nice sort of shiny blue. And what I also like in here, in the box, you get a little tooth. I don't know if that's our tooth from our snake, our basilisk, but I thought it was quite a nice touch for them to actually put some sort of spare teeth in there. So if you come across any Horcruxes, you can take care of them. On our other side, I do remember seeing this in the film, we've got our little gramophone, which I thought was a really nice little touch. And we also have our stack of rubbish, and on the top, if we go a bit closer, you can see is the diadem balancing precariously. So I think we've got some good bits there. Over here with our details, let's move these bits to the side. We've got a nice little display cabinet there, with a little translucent orange cup, chalice maybe. And on the other side, we've got a nice little golden cup in there, which is always nice, like a nice little bit of gold Lego. Unusual for Lego, which I haven't seen before, is using these translucent pieces to give the build that little bit more structure, which I do like. Which goes on the same on the other side. So I think it's actually a good set. I'll show you what it looks like. The door's closed as well. There you go. Nice with our closed doors. We also have our top roof bits. This one is fairly standard on sort of Harry Potter builds. You know, nothing amazingly special, but it does the job. Good. Oh, pressing the wrong buttons there. But you got to see what I look like. So that's one nice little bit of roof. The other side, though, I do like. It's a fair bit more detailed for me. I do like these tall sort of bits of roof. New way of doing our arched windows there, with little window bits inside without, you know, any detail or anything in them. But the bit that I really like on this new model is this bit on the side. It gives, I think, a nice grandiose effect to additional towers in comparison to these little towers, which I'll be honest, I'm not overly keen on. From a distance looks nice, but I think this gives a fair bit more of the grandiose that you expect from Hogwarts, which for me is a good thing. Inside this one, we've got a little washroom bit down at the bottom, and on top we got a nice little scroll bit, which is a sticker that goes on there. But the roof build is very similar to previous builds that I've done within the Harry Potter set. But again, I think it adds a nice, especially this side, adds a nice element to the build of the new set. So, what do I think overall? Playability wise, I think it's a very good playable set. It's got the opening doors for the characters to come in and hide away, which is the whole point of the room of requirement. You're not meant to be able to find it until it reveals itself, so I love that fact. And you can go through the doors. I also like, for display purposes, it is a very good two-sided display, sort of the back and the front, sort of the detail in the actual room I love. So playability, and you've got the new figures as well, all good. And the bits that you can take out, make your own room of requirement. You could probably self-build some rubbish to go in the room of requirement. And I say rubbish with an open heart, on the grounds that the room of requirement is generally full of rubbish. The looks of the piece, I am very happy with this piece. I believe it being one of the better ones of the Harry Potter collections out there, so very happy with the whole looks of the whole piece. I think when I add it to my Hogwarts collection, I think it's going to be a very good looking part of my model of Hogwarts. Value, this one was £44.99 English pounds. I can't tell you what it was elsewhere in the world. I'm sure if you watch some other videos, the prices for other places will pop up. So £44.99 seems, average for a piece like this. I'm not going to complain about it too much, because clearly a lot of effort went into designing this piece, and 5 figures is always a good count. So happy with that. So value, I'm very happy with the value of it. I didn't resent paying £44.99 for it at all. And something I generally dislike on Lego is stickers. This one I think had about 7 or 8 stickers, which isn't too bad. Generally with my Lego models I don't put stickers on, but I have put most of them on for this model, on the grounds that I'm reviewing it. So I think it's a wonderful build, and for the modular levels, it's the standard heights for the levels of the Harry Potter Hogwarts builds, which I'm happy with. So it will easily merge in, and you'll be able to change bits around as a standard with the other Harry Potter models. And if we look at the sides, you can see it's got the little technical locking bricks, so you can link those together with other Harry Potter modules or other modules that you make yourself. So all good there. So overall for this model, I would actually give it an 8 out of 10 overall. Things that knock it down for me: the snake. I think it's very lazy not putting the eye prints on. That really disappointed me, especially since they've done it before. And I think they could have made the snake look that little bit more evil for the nature of the fact of how terrifying it was implied to be in the films. So that's my review for this. Very happy with it. But I think that little touch on the eyes would have just sort of made it almost a perfect set. If you like this, let me know. If you don't like it, hey, you can keep those thoughts to yourself. If you can think of ways I can improve it, always happy to listen to constructive criticism. So thank you for joining me for my first ever review video. If there's anything else you want reviewed, let me know. If I've got one, I'll be more than happy to review it. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.